My name's Alan Pollock. I'm a playwright and I've also produced this show. The show is called The Bear Who Went to War, and it's based on my own children's book, which is in turn based on a story which I first heard in the Polish Social Club in Coventry 12 years ago, the true story of the bear Wojtek, who fought in the Second World War. Initially I couldn't believe it. I thought, you're making that up. But then I soon discovered that it was very real and there was plenty of evidence and film and pictures. So I wrote the children's picture book, but right from the off I decided that, like Warhorse, this was a very theatrical story. Effectively it's Warhorse but with a bear. And it's taken me 6 years, 12 years from the moment I heard the story and 6 years from the moment that I decided to do it. We did an R&D on this in 2019, same director, same composer, and it's taken that long to raise the money from various sources to do it.
So my name's Kirsty Davis and I'm a theatre director. Alan had already got the story, was already thinking about doing the book that he's written and had published. And he said, I think it's a play. And so we went to Cheltenham Everyman, which is where I'm based, and got some actors in a room and did a week of working out how the story might be told. And so we had a skeleton idea. We had puppets, not these, but we had puppets that we were exploring with and working out how you'd go from baby bear to big bear. I tell you, the one thing we did find in the R&D, which is still to this day, is the moment of the bear fight. I just happened to have some chains in the theatre room and they started banging them and I went, oh my God, that's the big bear, that's what you need. And I find that fascinating that was 2017 and now we're doing absolutely that in the actual show. So it's research and development on a new piece of writing, to just have that space to explore is so vital, and I think theatres really underestimate it. And so then the reason it's happened now is because you have to apply for funding, you have to get the partners in place, and obviously Alan is here and the Albany went, yes, we'll have a go. And so it's just that moment of serendipity, isn't it, where all the partners come into place, the funding gets placed and you go, here we go then. But that's how long sometimes theatre pieces can take to actually go into rehearsal.
As a writer, you're always looking for obviously some of the stories that you tell are very personal, but sometimes you just come across a true story which speaks to you very strongly. So that's happened to me several times. And when I first heard this story from a 90-year-old survivor of the prison camps in 2012, this is how I came across the story. I just thought, I have to tell this story. But in a sense, you're asking kind of why here and why now? And the thing about Coventry is that it's a city where everybody is from somewhere else. You know, my mum from Ireland, my dad from Scotland, your colleague here was saying Pakistan. Nobody here really has got grandparents who were born in the city. So this is a migrant story and this is a migrant city and we're all from somewhere else. So this felt like a really good place to tell this story.
I mean, it's absolutely Alan's idea. It's absolutely Alan's script. I've always, as the development of the script has happened, I've had my input just in terms of going, I don't think that makes sense, or what does that mean? I'm quite good at asking questions, going, you need to clarify that for me, Alan, because I don't understand it. It's very episodic as a script, so it's quite complicated to read. There's scenes that are multiple, so the wrestling scene is incredibly complicated on the script. You know, you go, how many scenes are on top of each other in that moment? And so he writes very filmically, and he always has done. So you go, all right, so I need to find a through line that makes sense for me telling this story theatrically. I mean, I love stories that are immediately theatrical anyway. I think it just is, because puppets and live music, it's theatrical, you know. But he's written it filmically, so how do you put that together? And the music has been such a key part of that.
Well, years ago I used to write naturalistic plays, but from about 10 years ago I started writing, you know, we call this ensemble theatre, where you're using all the elements of stage language, as you say, song, design, acting, singing, to tell stories in a different way, because especially since the pandemic, everybody's satiated with screen naturalism. They watch every day people talking on TV. So I think when you go to the theatre, you want something slightly different and something theatrical, in fact. And this came up in another interview, actually. I've got a friend who's written a Hollywood screenplay about the same story. And it's been in development for 10 years. Well, he's become a friend. I didn't know him 10 years ago. Anyway, I think actually it will never get made because you have to make the decision if you're doing a film, are you going to use a real bear or is it going to be CGI? And I don't think either of those solutions are satisfying. Whereas in a theatre, we're all aware that we're watching some people pretending to be a bear. But if they do it convincingly, then you buy into it. You know, we're all aware that we're in a room. We're not really in Persia or Poland or wherever it happens to be. So I think theatre is the right place for it. And in answer to your first question, this is the way I tell stage stories now. You know, everything I do is this sort of ensemble theatre, music theatre, all the elements combining to tell a story.
The structure of it is quite challenging, you know, and for the actors as well to learn that structure is quite challenging. But the absolute key is Eva's through line. So where that violin is at any point is the through line, really, and that's the heart of it. And I think I realised that quite quickly. The moment you knew we needed a really good violinist, and she just is. I mean, she's a violinist, let alone an actor. Yeah, the moment you find that out, you go, well, I think that's the heart, and if we can just make that track work, that'll make it work, come together.
So how difficult was it to find actors for this? Because it requires so many different pieces. A
I
person who
know.
plays an accordion? Like, are you kidding
I know,
me?
and in fact, ironically, that wasn't going to be an accordion first of all, that was going to be a violin. So I had an actor muso already on board originally, who I've worked with a lot, who is an amazing violinist. And he dropped out. And so at that point, I'd found Ella, and I went, oh, I don't think I need another violinist. I think I need an accordion. And we had always wanted, we'd had an accordion in the R&D. So suddenly it became about, let's find the accordionist then. But it wasn't originally. It was going to be Peter on the violin. But you find Ella and you go, you don't need another violin. You don't need another violin. It needs an accordionist, or it needs another sound. So we found Tom. I mean, it was suddenly the search was on. Yeah, so that character was the last person we found.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's fascinating because he's Ella is one heart, but then the other heart is Tom. Essentially. So it's fascinating that you found him last.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys, how do you feel about the bear?
We love the big fans.
Do you also forget that the bear isn't actually a bear?
Yeah, especially like just kind of stroking the tree. Like this bear is amazingly cute. Yeah.
It's like when the bear looks in your with its eyes at you. It's like you just want to pet it. It's like a real thing.
I know it's amazing how you do it.
So even we sometimes forget. Like I sometimes like when I turn and I look and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Lily. It's like we're so used to it. So I think that's like one of the main things when it comes to doing puppetry is it's a lot of breath and getting used to just the puppets in general.
Time, right? Like, this is not your first time doing puppetry, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. No way.
Yeah. Thank you.
How do you find working with the actors?
They've been amazing because it's a really difficult show. It's quite fast for them. I'm glad it's an hour because actually it's quite fast and furious. It's been lovely because we really reached out and we've had to find them in different ways. So you put a casting out on Spotlight. Some of them I met, some of them I didn't. Some of them I met via Zoom, which is always weird. But it's just putting that little jigsaw together, and I wanted them to feel very independent of each other. I wanted each one to feel quite different. And I wanted to find the family. So I want the three boys feel like, young, middle and older. And it was finding the family, yeah.
So, question for everybody. Besides your own, who's your favorite character?
It's like a reality show where someone's What are you?
Each other.
You start, Dom, you start.
Oh, great, cheers for that.
I want to say there are so much in
this. It was apart from your own.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, otherwise everyone would say Jan. No, I'd probably have to say the General, to be honest.
Oh, really?
No, not the General. I mean Sergeant Brodsky.
Oh, okay.
Because I personally find it so entertaining because the bear is adorable.
Yeah.
And really helps out, and there are so many wholesome moments and everything. And then Brodsky just for no reason hates him anyway. And I find that really entertaining personally. The fact that it sticks out so badly.
Not my secrets. I just really like the dynamic that the three boys have from like,
it's adorable.
Yeah, it's just having that like energy, and I actually had talked to someone about this, but I thought you knew each other before it's like the first week. I was like, do they know each other? But they don't, so it's great. And I like the dynamic between you can definitely see like the ages as well, which is like nice.
I love the bear and his 3 dads.
Literally.
And a little baby.
There's 3.5 men, but 3 and a bear.
3 and a full bear.
I think it's so multifaceted as well, but no one part is more important than another. So you've got the fun of the bear, the poignancy of the story of displacement from home and then finding a new home, being accepted. And I don't think any one part trumps another in that sense. So that's really nice as well, that it's concise but balanced.
It's like a celebration of life in all of its aspects, the pain and the joy.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's like no family show. It's like no other family show. This isn't just set for children or playing down to them and stuff like that. We're telling a very real story, which has got serious themes, but explained it in the best way we can for any age. Yeah. And parents won't be bored, kids definitely won't be bored, and nanas will not be bored. They're getting from 7 to 87 here, that's where we're going for. But after that, you're in trouble.
I think people will be very affected. I think it's a very moving story.
I know for sure that, I feel pretty confident that it's going to be very engaging. I don't feel like there's many moments to get bored during it. But I wonder how it's going to hit different audiences in terms of the tone of it. Because it goes through, one of the conversations we had while we were doing it was about putting as much comedy in as possible.
Yes.
Because it's the themes are obviously potentially quite dark. But I'm interested in what people are going to receive from it.
And age ranges, which I kind of ages. From little ones right up to, to...
I'm hoping they laugh and cry in equal measure. That's what I hope. I hope they love the story. I hope they go away going, I can't believe that's a true story. That's amazing. I hope they love the bear. I hope they love the music. But I just want them to be touched and laugh. That's what I want.
You're going to get that reaction because
I hope so.
I hope they go with the story. It's not quite the usual children's show. It's a family show. Everybody could enjoy this. So I hope that it conveys values of friendship. This city is called a city of sanctuary. It's a welcoming city. It may not always feel like that, but a lot of people have chosen to make this city home. And it's a story in a way about, the bear is, it says it in the play. I mean, they've lost their own families, and the men and the bear become a family far from home, and then they find a home in Britain. And, I think that resonates with people. It resonates with most people. And so these values of friendship and home and travel and migration, I think, are the things that I want people to be thinking about.